Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel, and welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, social, and emotional topic matter. We try to do that as often as we can. We've got over 580 audios available for you on a variety of topics. We try to update as often as we can, usually several times per week, and we are interested in making sure that life is a little bit easier for you, especially after the last year with the pandemic. And I came back from nearly passing away and some chronic health issues, 15 months in a nursing facility, and all of that. So certainly I understand the value of every moment. And so if you're looking for life coaching, business coaching, relationship coaching, or creativity coaching, would love to be of service to you in that way. You can reach out here on YouTube in the About Me section of my page, or you can reach out through Twitter at PO Perception. Either way is good, either way is healthy, and in the end, we can do that in a consistent fashion. Today, we're going to talk about 5 steps to a lasting, meaningful relationship. There's a number of things that are needed in a relationship, but if we broke it down to 5 things, the first is transparency and communication. Value the time you spend with the person. In other words, if you only have, let's say 2 hours to spend with your partner today, be completely engaged. Turn off your phone, pay attention to them, do something that you both enjoy, or if you need to make a sacrifice, they did something nice for you, then certainly do something nice for them. Look for ways to be of service to each other, whether it's rubbing their feet, grabbing them a sandwich, or just actively listening to them and being present. The value of the time you place is more important for most people, the majority of people, especially people that are secure, than it is when there are people who, for example, need an abundance of time. If someone's taking up all your time, might be time to reevaluate that relationship because balance is necessary. The next is intimacy. Mental, emotional, and physical intimacy are super important. Now, mental intimacy means kind of spending the time together, thinking of each other, putting the other person first when necessary, trying to make their life easier. Emotional intimacy is transparency, it's honesty, it's integrity, it's connecting on a level that is, based on how a person feels, thinks, what their dreams are, hopes are, aspirations are, and understanding that and expecting the same from them, toward you. If you're only giving and not receiving, you're not in a healthy bond. If you're only receiving and not giving, you're not in a healthy bond. The more a relationship is like a volley, the better the relationship will be in the long run. The next thing to consider in this type of situation is new things. Create memories together. Memories don't have to be something huge. They can be something as simple as watching that new movie together, or hey, we sampled this CD together. We went and had dinner together in this one place. We went for a walk in the park and we tripped over a tree root. It really doesn't matter what you do. It's the ability to create memories and make memories matter for the sake of the other person and for yourselves. And so by trying new things, by creating new memories that don't have a reference to previous relationships or other friends or other families, you're enhancing the intimacy, because the reality of each in unique experience kind of creates the tapestry of your relationship. The next thing in that process is uh, compromise. So no one's going to always get what they want in a relationship. And when you turn a relationship into a competition, the relationship will eventually fail anyway. The competition mentality that runs through relationships is awful for a number of reasons, but the more you're willing to compromise, the more you're willing to say, well, I'll give into this if you give into that. And it's almost in some ways like a barter, but it's also, does this really bother me to give to this other person something they need mentally, emotionally? Does it really cost me if I go out of my way 5 minutes to get them a cup of coffee on the way home from work because I know they've had a rough day? These are small things that add up over time, and the willingness to compromise and the willingness to give, but also the willingness to allow a person to give to you, that is being a good receiver, is important. And when you don't agree on something, finding the neutral ground and starting from there and building to something you can both live with rather than one person being dominant and the other person being submissive is super, super important. The next thing in this list of five, and the final is make that person a priority. You don't necessarily have to put them above all things. Obviously, there's times when your family's going to need to come first. If you have kids, they need to come first much of the time. If you have a certain career aspiration or scholastic aspiration, put those things first. But you have to make this person that you're in a relationship with one of the most important people in your life, if not the most important person, and place them as a continual, consistent priority. It doesn't mean you can't shift your priorities if an emergency happens or if something changes, but making a person is as your priority will enhance your relationship. So hopefully this is helpful. I encourage you to keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Till next time, everybody.